Hey guys, welcome to another video of Top 5 today. Today's video is going to be creepy and might give you chills as we are going to talk about the top 5 unsettling disappearances that was later resolved. Discover the chilling stories behind these 5 perplexing missing persons cases that had baffled investigators for years, until they were finally resolved. From mysterious disappearances to haunting revelations, these unsettling cases offer a glimpse into the dark side of human nature and the tireless efforts of law enforcement agencies. Prepare to be captivated as we unravel the twists and turns that ultimately led to the discovery of the truth. Number 5. Jamie Closs. She was a 13-year-old from rural Wisconsin, United States who was kidnapped from her family's home in the middle of the night after a gunman wearing a black coat and ski mask broke into her house and killed her parents. Her father was killed when he went to the door to see what was going on. Her mother was killed after the intruder shot his way into the locked bathroom where Jamie and her mother were hiding. The intruder tied Jamie and put her in his trunk. He then drove 20 seconds before pulling onto a side road and turning off his car to hide from police who were responding to Jamie's mom's 911 call. A massive search was held for Jamie Closs and a reward was offered. For 88 days, Closs was held about an hour away from her hometown in Gordon, Wisconsin by Jake Thomas Patterson. Patterson forced Closs to sleep in his bed and hide under his mattress when he had guests. When he left to run errands one day, Closs escaped his house and found a neighbor walking her dog and asked for help. The neighbor recognized Jamie Closs from the news and immediately got her help. When approached by police, Patterson said, "I did it." He said he saw Jamie getting off the bus one day and decided to take her. Closs now lives with her aunt and was given $25,000 reward money for rescuing herself. You can hear the statement she wrote for Patterson's sentencing.
Judge, this is the statement of Jamie Closs.
Okay.
Last October, Jake Patterson took a lot of things that I love away from me. It makes me the most sad that he took away my mom and my dad. I loved my mom and dad very much, and they loved me very much. They did all they could to make me happy and protect me. He took them away from me forever. I felt safe in my home, and I loved my room and all of my belongings. He took all of that too. I don't want to even see my home or my stuff because of the memory of that night. My parents and my home were the most important things in my life. He took them away from me in a way that will always leave me with a horrifying memory. I have to have an alarm on the house now just so I can sleep. I used to love to go out with my friends. I loved to go to school. I loved to do dance. He took all of those things away from me too. It's too hard for me to go out in public. I get scared and I get anxious. These are just ordinary things that anyone like me should be able to do, but I can't because he took them away from me. But there are some things that Jake Patterson can never take from me. He can't take my freedom. He thought that he could own me, but he was wrong. I was smarter. I watched his routine and I took back my freedom. I will always have my freedom and he will not. Jake Patterson can never take away my courage. He thought he could control me, but he couldn't. I feel like what he did is what a coward would do. I was brave, and he was not. He can never take away my spirit. He thought that he could make me like him, but he was wrong. He can't ever change me or take away who I am. He can't stop me from being happy and moving forward with my life. I will go on to do great things in my life, and he will not. Jake Patterson will never have any power over me. I feel like I have some power over him because I get to tell the judge what I think should happen to him. He stole my parents from me. He stole almost everything I loved from me. For 88 days, he tried to steal me, and he didn't care who he hurt or who he killed to do that. he should stay locked up forever.
Number 4. Yingying Zhang. She was a 26-year-old graduate student from China who was visiting the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. On June 9, 2017, she meant to take a bus from campus to an apartment she was interested in leasing. She got on one bus and then missed the bus she intended to transfer to. CCTV shows her at the second bus stop waiting for the next bus, and then getting into a black Saturn Astra that pulled up to the bus stop. At 1:39 p.m. she sent the apartment's leasing agent a message that she was running late and would arrive at 2:10 p.m. Zhang never arrived and she was reported missing that night. On June 17, 2017, Zhang's father, aunt, and boyfriend arrived in the U.S. to search for her. She and her boyfriend had planned to marry in the fall. A $50,000 reward was offered for information leading to the arrest of the person responsible for Zhang's disappearance. Brent Allen Christensen, a former grad student at the university, confessed to luring Zhang into his car at her bus stop while she waited to transfer buses. He promised to give her a ride but instead took her to his home where he raped and choked her, eventually beating her with a baseball bat. Christensen dismembered her body and spread it across several dumpsters. Her body was unable to be recovered. Christensen lived with his wife, who was traveling at the time. Christensen also had another girlfriend, who was not involved in the murder. The girlfriend agreed to wear a wire, assuming her boyfriend was not guilty. The audio recorded is what led to Christensen's arrest. On the tape, he told her he was a serial killer and said Zhang was his 13th victim, though police doubt the veracity of those statements. Number 3. Jessica Hiringa. She was a 25-year-old who worked at an Exxon gas station in Norton Shores, Michigan. She was engaged and had a young son. On April 26, 2013, Hiringa disappeared from her late shift at the gas station around 11 p.m. Her personal belongings, including her car and money, were left at her work. A silver Chrysler Town and Country belonging to a man behaving strangely was observed at the scene. When a customer arrived at 11:10 p.m. and found the gas station abandoned, he called 911. Police arrived at 11:25 p.m. and discovered the cash register was not robbed but that Hiringa was missing and there were blood droplets outside the door. 3 years after Jessica disappeared, local man Jeffrey Thomas Willis was charged with her kidnapping and murder. He was identified as a frequent customer who was trying to flirt with Hiringa on previous occasions, and he drove a silver Chrysler Town and Country. When police got a search warrant for Willis's home, they found a folder labeled VIX on his computer. They also found non-simulated porn featuring necrophilia and murder on his computer. Willis is currently serving a life sentence for Jessica's murder. From jail, he was also convicted of murdering Rebecca Sublech, a woman who was murdered while out for a jog a year after Jessica Hiringa disappeared. Jessica's family and friends are trying to pass Jessica's Law in Michigan, which would require gas stations that are open all night to either install security cameras or have 2 employees working the late shift. Number 2. Kim Walls. She was a Swedish journalist who tragically lost her life while working on a story in August 2017. Here is an overview of the Kim Wall case. Kim Wall, a 30-year-old Swedish freelance journalist, went missing on August 10, 2017, while aboard the UC-3 Nautilus, a privately built submarine owned by Danish inventor Peter Madsen. She had been interviewing Madsen for a feature article. After Wall's disappearance, a search operation was launched to locate her. The submarine was found on August 11, 2017, but Kim Wall was not on board. Madsen initially gave conflicting accounts of Wall's whereabouts and the events leading to her disappearance. During the investigation, Kim Wall's dismembered body parts were discovered in the waters near Copenhagen, Denmark. Madsen was subsequently arrested and charged with her murder, denying any intent to kill Wall and claiming her death was accidental. He stated that Wall died due to a tragic accident on the submarine, but the details provided by Madsen were inconsistent and raised suspicions. In April 2018, Madsen was found guilty of the premeditated murder and sexual assault of Kim Wall. He was sentenced to life imprisonment, which in Denmark typically corresponds to 16 years with the possibility of extension if he is considered a continuing danger to society. The Kim Wall case garnered significant international attention, highlighting the dangers journalists sometimes face in pursuit of their work. It also brought attention to the issue of violence against women and the need for justice in such cases. Kim Wall's memory lives on through her impactful journalism and the ongoing conversations surrounding her tragic loss. Number 1. Charles Bothewell. He was a 12-year-old boy who was reported missing by his parents. 11 days later, while Charles's father was being interviewed live on the Nancy Grace Show when the son was discovered malnourished in his parents' basement. Despite the boy's thinness, he was being kept home from school in order to do rigorous daily exercises. He was also hit with PVC pipe. His parents were charged with torture and second-degree child abuse. As a result of the investigation, both Charles Bothewell Sr. and Monique Dillard Bothewell faced criminal charges related to child abuse and neglect. The case proceeded to court, where both individuals pleaded guilty to charges in relation to their treatment of Charles. The Charles Bothewell case shed light on issues of child abuse, neglect, and the importance of safeguarding the well-being of children. It also sparked discussions about the failures of the child welfare system and the responsibilities of parents and caregivers to protect and care for vulnerable individuals. You can watch the interview at Nancy's show when Charles was found.
Out to the father of the missing 12-year-old boy, Charlie. With me is his father, Charlie Bothell. Charlie, we're getting reports that your son has been found in your basement. Sir? Mr. Bothell, are you?
What?
Yeah, we are getting reports that your son has been found alive in your basement.
What?
Yes, that's what, if you could hand me that wire very quickly. Yeah, we're getting that right now from, yeah, how could your son be alive in your basement?
I have no idea.
Now, this is just a report that we are hearing out of Detroit that we're trying to confirm.
God,
Everybody in New York, please get on it. Let me know when we get Charlie Langton from WWJ. Sir, did you check your basement?
I checked my basement, the FBI checked my basement, the Detroit police checked my basement, my wife checked my basement. I've been down there several times. We've all been checking. How?
Okay, this is what we are hearing, that the missing 12-year-old boy has been found alive and well in his father's basement. Now, this is what I don't understand why you guys would have reported he's missing. And all our viewers have been on the lookout for him.
We've been on the lookout for him. We searched that entire house repeatedly. The FBI searched, the Detroit police searched. We've all searched. Oh, God, they brought dogs, everything. Everybody is searched. What? Oh, God, my son.
Have you checked your cell phone?
My cell phone is dead. I actually getting down here. I left it in the car charging because it had died on me. Okay.
And you're telling us that you searched your basement and your wife searched your basement?
I searched my basement. My wife searched my basement. The FBI searched my basement. The Detroit police searched my basement. We've all searched my basement multiple times. Yes. They had the dogs search. We've all searched the basement. The dogs searched my basement. Oh, God.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to give you a chance to call home and see what you can find out. Charlie Langton, WWJ News. Charlie, we're getting reports tonight that the boy has been found alive in Daddy's basement.
These were the top 5 most unsettling disappearances around the world and how the case was eventually solved. But this video isn't just about the mysteries themselves, it's also about learning from these experiences to keep ourselves and our loved ones safe. In a world where the unexpected can occur, being informed and aware is crucial. By exploring these unsettling disappearances, we aim to raise awareness and empower our viewers to take steps towards personal safety and preparedness. So, be safe out there, as there are some crackheads out there roaming free. That is it for today. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. I will see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.